Right now at 5, the FBI director is in Eau Claire. Hear what he had to say to Wisconsinites. And breaking news in the Cyclospora outbreak, the first deaths from the parasite are being reported.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Ken Kozarowski. A second teen is charged in the Black River Falls robbery homicide case. Brennan Boswell faces felony murder and armed robbery charges. He is accused of traveling to Sawyer County to rob the victim during a gun sale in June. He's being held on a $1 million cash bond. His preliminary hearing is set for Thursday. FBI Director Kash Patel speaking in Eau Claire today. News 8 Now's Grace Monk is there with his message to Wisconsinites.
Patel sat down with Wisconsin law enforcement agencies here in Eau Claire to discuss how the federal government can better support them. Patel and Congressman Derek Van Orden discussing issues impacting Wisconsin law enforcement, including fraud and AI scams. According to Patel, the FBI is working to take down fraud and scam centers across the world through President Trump's anti-fraud task force.
We are already seizing hundreds of billions of fraud actors and money from around the world. Our international relationships, thanks to President Trump, have allowed us to go overseas and annihilate these scam compounds.
Patel says the FBI is ready to help local law enforcement stop scams, as long as officers and Wisconsinites report it.
We know that it might be a little embarrassing or uncomfortable, but if you talk to us about it, we can come in early. And it's not just happening to you. It's happening to people across Wisconsin and across America.
Also on stage with Patel, Altoona Police Chief Kelly Bakken and Special Agent Alan Carr from the FBI's Milwaukee Field Office. Reporting in Eau Claire, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
In the 3rd Congressional District race hits Eau Claire tomorrow. Democratic candidate Rebecca Cook will be there. She'll deliver one more message to voters before next Tuesday's primary. Cook is facing off against Emily Berge, and the winner will face the incumbent Republican Van Orden in the general election in November. Happening now, a proposal to pause new large data center applications and construction approvals in La Crosse for up to 18 months going before leaders at City Hall. Now, the county already has an 18-month pause in place while a committee studies the potential impacts, but the county's action does not automatically apply to development inside La Crosse city limits. A traffic alert for La Crosse drivers. Road repairs are expected to slow traffic on Mormon Coulee Road as of today. The road's down to one lane in each direction from 21st Place South to Ward Avenue, and it's expected to last through this Friday. The Onalaska Legion replacing its roof after a big donation. Back in July, the Legion received $53,000 for the replacement. Along with the new roof, the Legion is hosting a Hard Hats and Happy Hours time today from 5 to 6.
The Legion does a lot for veterans and for our community, and they don't ask for much.
And First American Roofing has several veterans, making the project more meaningful. Well, a bunch of good news to report on the front before we get to you, Greg. Emily Brown, of course, gave birth to a happy and healthy baby boy. My stepsister gave birth to a happy and healthy baby girl. And over to you, Greg. The weather has been very, very excellent to start off this work week.
Well, congratulations to you all. My kids are adults now, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. But yes, the busy times. Otherwise, yeah, the weather was fairly seasonable today. I mean, it was warmer than we've had for some days, but overall not too bad given the first few days of August. A lot of 80s out there, mid 80s. Dew points, relatively comfortable, although a little bit of haze out there with some snow cool off, but you can't really beat these conditions with the first couple days of August. And there you can feel like temperatures and actual temperatures are fairly close together, degree separation, meaning you're about dew points in the low 60s. You still see that haze out there. We still got a little bit of smoke. Overall, there's your current temperatures. You see clouds beginning to increase from the west. There is a cold front approaching the area. It won't be till tomorrow that we see it. And there's your dew points. Overall, still very comfortable dew points. Notice to the west, they are coming up a bit, so we will see the humidity come up a tad overnight and maybe tomorrow, but nothing oppressive, but that front is going to be coming through. Otherwise, this evening, just a few clouds here and there, very quiet conditions for La Crosse, getting down to 73 by 10 p.m. And very similar story for Eau Claire, getting back down to about 74 with a south wind that will continue due to that front approaching, but all in all, humidity levels still staying comfortable. Now, we do have a splash zone coming Tuesday because we have showers and maybe some steadier rain Tuesday night with that front coming through. So we'll time that out and then show you what the rest of the work week has in store a bit later.
All right. Thank you, Greg. A News 8 follow-up. The staff vet in charge of Ridgeland Farms will never practice veterinary medicine in Wisconsin again. The state examining board says Richard Van Domelen engaged in unprofessional conduct. He allegedly delegated surgical procedures to non-vets. Ridgeland Farms was a beagle breeding and research facility in Blue Mountains. Breaking news tied to the cyclosporiasis outbreak. 2 deaths out of Michigan are now being reported. Both patients have yet to be identified, but doctors say they both had underlying health conditions. The FDA believes the outbreak came from tainted iceberg lettuce from Taylor Farms. So far, over 1,900 people have gotten sick. Developing out west, fires scorching thousands of acres with some of the worst damage hitting Washington state. CBS's Chris Van Cleve reports from Spokane.
During the height of the Spokane firestorm, Joe Vancara's family rushed to dig a fire line to protect his house. At least 9 of his neighbors lost theirs.
So when you got here today and saw that things were intact, what goes through your mind?
Very, very grateful. Yeah, very almost survivor's guilt in a way.
The dangerous wildfires tore through neighborhoods around Spokane, Washington, leaving a wide path of burnt-out homes and cars.
We have an investigation ongoing right now frankly into the cause and origin of all of these fires.
The wicked winds and high heat that fueled this firestorm have died down. The flames have not. The task for firefighters now is try to get containment before dangerous conditions come back.
This fire is the most active. The other ones have stayed in their current footprint for the most part, and we're going to keep it that way to the best of our ability.
All of our memories are gone.
For this resident, memories of her father are left in ruins, and she struggled with what to tell her mother.
My dad just died, and all of his stuff was still in there too, and she didn't get a chance to take anything out. So she's in my car right now with my grandson. And how do I tell her? How do I tell her?
Winds have started to die down on Monday, giving firefighters a better chance to gain ground. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Spokane, Washington.
Still to come tonight, a change-up in the Attorney General confirmation, who Todd Blanche is getting new support from. And changes coming to an American Airlines policy you need to know before that next flight. But first, a News 8 back-to-school tradition is returning. Join us for our Stuff the Bus campaign. It's Friday, August 7th from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Walmart stores in La Crosse and Onalaska. We'll be collecting school supplies, so stop by and help us stuff the bus.
Tomorrow on News 8 Now this morning, a new trend taking the stress off of wedding planning. Plus, Futurama is back for a new season. And Nicole has your forecast. We'll see you tomorrow at 5 a.m.
Have you pictured your best life yet? How about your best ride? What did you see? Motorcycles, trucks, cars, whatever you're picturing, make it happen with Ultra. Apply today at driveultra.org.
To work with a company that has 50+ years of family ownership, it gives confidence to our customers and our employees that we've been here 50+ years. Our expectation is to be here 50+ more years.
When we built this facility, we had that in mind. Where does the next 50 years take us? What got us here are our family values, and we want to make sure that those values continue to be our focus and carry us into the next 50 years.
We're getting hit on both fronts. Donald Trump and Derek Van Orden, they're making our health care less accessible and more expensive for us. The loss of medical care. I haven't gotten my hearing aids.
We've got to change our healthcare system, not just Medicare expansion, but creating a public option so that more people can get access to care.
You're somebody that truly understands. I consider you one of us.
I'm Rebecca Cook, and I approve this message.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Save big money with Menards Spotlight Savings before the sun sets on these amazing deals. Prices are value after 11% rebate. Seal things up with DAP All-Purpose Caulk, only $1.99. Foaming glass cleaners also just $1.99. Keep bugs away with Hot Shot Wasp and Hornet Spray, just $2.99. A 2-drawer mini toolbox is only $7.99. Sign up for Menards emails to get the weekly flyer plus exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
Becoming an Ultra member isn't just easy, it's smart. Open your membership online in minutes at ultra.org and rest easy knowing your money is secure. Member-to-member transfers, self-service card controls, powerful financial wellness tools, and customizable security alerts. Ultra. Have you joined yet?
Well, a major boost for Todd Blanche's Attorney General bid. He now has the backing from Republican Senators John Cornyn and Thom Tillis. The men changing their tone after Blanche backed off that $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund and changes to the IRS Trump settlement. A committee vote is set for tomorrow. Jay Clayton was sworn in today as Director of National Intelligence. Clayton nominated back in June. He was confirmed by a party-line vote. Clayton succeeding Tulsi Gabbard. She stepped down this summer to care for her husband, who has cancer. President Trump issuing a half-threat today, warning Iran of a last chance to sign a deal. He says the U.S. is talking at the request of Iran, despite the regime's claims that no such talks are occurring. CBS's Natalie Brand has more details.
This is a last chance for them to sign a good document.
President Trump expressed his frustration with Iran Monday, less than 24 hours after calling off what he warned would be the largest military attack since World War II.
We're talking about the Strait, the opening of the Strait, having it open literally by tomorrow, completely open. And that's phase one. And phase two is we then will talk about the nuclear capacity.
The president said talks with the regime were expected to resume this afternoon, but as Iran disputed the claim, Trump called their leadership unbelievably duplicitous.
For some reason, they, when they're talking, they don't like saying that they're talking.
Sources tell CBS News that there are no new negotiations planned. Instead, it's the ongoing talks between the administration's team and their Iranian counterparts. Iran says it is negotiating with Oman over a new route through the Strait of Hormuz. But Tehran also says the key waterway will in no way return to the status it was before the conflict started.
The president essentially is demanding that Iran surrender control of the Strait of Hormuz. Iran is saying it won't surrender it, and then the president doesn't really want to pay the cost militarily, politically, economically of getting them to the point where they may surrender. And so here we are, round and round in circles.
Shipping analysts say traffic through the strait remains constrained, and CENTCOM says Navy ships redirected 44 commercial vessels as part of its reinstated naval blockade on Iran. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
A heads up, if you fly American Airlines, the airline is changing its refund policy. Passengers will now be eligible for a full refund if the trip is canceled within 24 hours of booking, as long as the flight is 1 week away. The race for a new arena in Las Vegas is heating up. It comes as the NBA considers expansion. One arena spot would be located behind the Horseshoe and Planet Hollywood. The NBA hopes to have an expansion decision by the end of the year. And the Powerball jackpot is jumping again. It's now estimated at $748 million. That's a $325 million cash value. Next drawing is tonight. We'll have those winning numbers in our 10 p.m. newscast. And we will have more news ahead tonight, but first.
Yeah, we're going to see some rain on Tuesday, not a lot, but then it's definitely going to get cooler for Wednesday before we start heating things back up towards the weekend. So we'll explain all that coming up in your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Business owners, are you tired of running out of supplies? Ace Hardware of La Crosse delivers everything your business needs, from cleaning supplies to appliances. Get what you need when you need it. Set up your business account today and let Ace of La Crosse do the heavy lifting.
We found that about half the public, half the population do not have any kind of dental insurance, so we came out with what's called Badger Smiles Club. For an annual fee, it covers your exams, your cleanings, x-rays, emergency visits during the year. All your preventive maintenance stuff is taken care of. That allows you to come in without having to worry about being nickeled and dimed. Things are taken care of. Then if you ever need dental work, crowns, fillings, that kind of thing, you get a 10% discount for all that as well. Give us a call at 608-707-1000.
Is your concrete cracked, stained, or darkening your space? Here at River Valley Floor Shield, we provide a concrete coating that turns that dark and damaged space into a durable, weather-resistant surface that matches your home perfectly. We are looking for limited homeowners to take place in our Concrete Glow Up Special, where they will receive 25% off the project and a new space they're proud of. Call today to see if you qualify.
Welcome to Breakfast with the Tiffanys, where nobody bites their tongue.
Tom, you've got to fix healthcare. No one knows what it costs.
I'm going to make it be more transparent.
Young families can't afford housing.
I will stop Wall Street from buying our homes and reverse the 400-year property tax hike.
What about waste and fraud?
We're going to audit every state agency to protect our tax dollars.
Tom, you know Ma's going to hold you to it.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Making Medicare decisions can feel overwhelming, and that's completely understandable.
When we retired right away, you always got anxiety about how am I going to get insurance and all those things, and Rick just took that anxiety away and was so good and helpful, just so easygoing, and I really appreciate that, and they're not pushy about anything.
We're conveniently located in the Social Security building in beautiful downtown La Crosse. Call Strive Medicare today.
Business owners, are you tired of running out of supplies? Ace Hardware of La Crosse is the helpful place with the products your business needs when you need it. We service businesses of all sizes. Ask about volume discounts. Contact Jim to set up your service account today.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, Ariana Grande will no longer star in the West End revival of Sunday in the Park with George. She plans to take a break from public appearances after her tour ends in September. Public scrutiny over Grande's health has intensified following her latest music video release. And big news for Spider-Man Brand New Day. It's now the biggest box office debut ever. It grossed $360 million at the domestic box office and $573 million internationally. Avengers Endgame was the previous record holder. Well, a comfortable start to the work week, but Greg is forecasting a bit of a splash zone headed our way. Let's get the details.
Yeah, we're going to see some rain on Tuesday, even Tuesday evening, but for a lot of areas it won't be that much, but maybe another soaking rain for some areas, but then it'll get cooler. But once again, it's the beginning of August. It's definitely going to be hot and humid this time of year, so we'll definitely take this. Right now, here's a frontal system. It's not overly strong, but it is going to begin to slowly push our way, and eventually it'll stall probably going Tuesday evening along the I-90 corridor, and that's where more development happens, and probably more likely widespread rain and some embedded thunder will develop basically along and south of I-90 through the period. That'll usher in cloudy and some cooler conditions for Wednesday, but not a lot of precipitation for most areas. As we kind of track out tonight, really that south wind's going to help keep these temperatures up. The cloud cover will increase, but for some areas it may not be till tomorrow morning. Start seeing increasing clouds. Others further north will start seeing it overnight. Eventually a line of showers and potential thunderstorms approaches areas near Eau Claire or west of the area, but that won't happen until about 4 to 5 a.m. You can start seeing a little bit of activity right beginning there. If it holds together, Eau Claire could see some showers basically about 7 to about 9 a.m., but it's very hardly holding on, and a lot of it will be weakening. If you get anything further south towards later in the morning, a sprinkle or a light shower, but the chance is fairly small. It is going to weaken. Now, overall cloud cover continues, you see. In the afternoon, we'll start seeing a little bit of development along the front towards the west. You'll see a little bit of activity, but then it's really kind of after the PM commute that you start seeing more rain embedded thunderstorms developing along the front that'll extend just north of I-90 through the overnight hour before it starts sagging southward and potentially having still some showers going on for the Wednesday morning commute, but that would be really areas probably south of I-90, especially as you get closer to the Wisconsin River area. Besides that, all the activity should remain along that area further south into Wednesday, but we will have cloud cover going on a lot for Wednesday. There's your precipitation for tomorrow morning. That's the activity, less than a tenth for a lot of areas, maybe a little bit higher. And then the overnight, a lot of areas a tenth to a quarter. If we get a thunderstorm, a heavier thunderstorm, you might get up to a half inch, but a lot of areas probably won't see that. But once again, some light rainfall. Now tonight's temperatures, as I mentioned, fairly mild, mid-60s. A lot of areas feel a little cooler as you go further northeast because cloud cover arrives later. Tomorrow, Cloud cover will keep these temperatures upper 70s, low 80s, a little bit milder as you go further east and north, given the sunshine will be out maybe in the afternoon. But all in all, it will be cooler than what we saw for today. And then for Wednesday, a lot of cloud cover, especially south of I-90. That could keep you in the low to mid 70s. Further north, we're going to see some sun, probably late morning, early afternoon. May help to keep those temperatures a little bit more on the upper 70s. But overall, everyone's still below average. Now, we are going to see changes going on towards the weekend. We're going to start seeing the jet come back to the north. The humidity is going to start rising. Once we get past Friday, we're going to start seeing those 60s, maybe get close to 70 by the weekend, as you'd expect. This is August. We're going to see the humidity come in. Rain chances a little bit Friday night, but then Saturday into Saturday night, this front's going to kind of sag south once again, and we're going to see several rounds going from Saturday afternoon all the way potentially through Monday, with more showers and thunderstorms and heavier rainfall possibilities too, depending on how things play out. Right now, precipitation chances are very low, but they'll likely come up at some point Saturday into Sunday. Right now, the best opportunity looks to be Saturday night into Sunday morning. And then as you see temperatures, low confidence on those for the weekend, because with the clouds and precipitation, they could get warmer or a little bit cooler. More confident we are going to get more humid though.
Okay.
So a little rain tomorrow, not bad at all for Thursday, Friday, and then we'll keep an eye on the weekend.
Overall, not too shabby.
No, not for the first week of August. No.
For sure. Thanks, Greg. Still ahead, a fierce competition causing some big waves. Take a look at the pups competing at the World Dog Surfing Championship.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Wesco Home, proud to be part of your home. At Wesco Home, we're reminded every day that we're more than just a store. For over 100 years, we've been a part of the Sparta community. For generations, you've trusted us with your homes, your families, and some of life's biggest decisions. That support means everything to us. It allows us to keep doing what we love, serving our neighbors every single day. Thank you for choosing Wesco Home. From our family to yours, thank you.
Injured in an accident? Call the Personal Injury Powerhouse.
Here's what I would recommend people do after they get involved in a car accident. The first thing is to call the police because you want to document that the event happened. The next thing I would do is seek medical attention. Before you can advance a claim, you have to prove that you were injured. And the third thing is consult with a lawyer to understand what your rights are.
If you've been injured in an accident, call Schwabel, Getz, and Sieben for a free consultation.
I'm Emily Berge, and I'm running to represent you in Congress. I believe the people of Wisconsin get to decide what happens here, not the people who write the biggest checks, the people of Western and Central Wisconsin. I've built my life here. I've served this community, and I know politics can still be about people. In Congress, I'll stand up for us, because this seat belongs to the people of Western and Central Wisconsin. I'm Emily Berge, and I approve this message.
If your basement walls are peeling, that is not appealing. So this is water damage,
yes,
man?
Sir. That's water damage.
How many people right now have compromised their basement brought on by water?
Oh, the majority. I mean, water is the enemy of a home.
Right.
But it's better to have it assessed to give you that ease of mind.
Sure.
Inspections are free. Might as well just give us a call to help.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
It was Surf's Up this weekend for dogs in Northern California. Dozens of canines hit the waves to show off their skills at the World Dog Surfing Championship. The competition was fierce, with judges grading contestants on the distance of the ride. They also threw in bonus points for style.
Dogs are having a good time, and it's just a fun thing to do. So I think a lot of people just really enjoy watching it.
He is the smallest dog that surfs and the only miniature pinscher that surfs in the entire world.
Looked like Rusty had some swagger there. Proceeds from the annual event are donated to various nonprofits to support dogs, surfing, and environmental needs. Greg's going to have one final check of your forecast right after this.
Tired of running out of hot water? Upgrade to a Bradford White tankless water heater installed by Maxwell White Plumbing. Save up to $300 with a $100 water heater coupon, $100 trade-in, and $100 Focus on Energy rebate. Enjoy endless hot water and call Maxwell White today.
You're getting a whole lot more with Arby's Meat and 3. 3 sides, your choice of sandwich, and now saucy buffalo ranch. That's a pretty good deal.
Arby's, we have the meat.
Save big money on all your hardware needs at Menards. Menards has everything for your home and projects, from automotive essentials and rugged power equipment to the hand tools and power tools to bring it all together. Plus, explore our seasonal offerings to get your spaces ready for everything. Find it all in one place and get an 11% rebate at Menards. Pick up this Masterforce pressure washer for a value of $199.97 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Jason's been with us long enough now to see changes in Michael's abilities. He can analyze them and tailor his recommendations because he has almost as much knowledge of Michael's health as Michael's doctors do. I think that's huge. That is the single biggest factor for me. And that kind of client relationship is invaluable, especially when you're facing the challenges that we are.
Hi, I'm Jason with Access Elevators. Stop in and see us today.
Okay, let's see. Headlines from News 8 Now? Check. Live updates all day? Check. Local breaking news? Yep. Weather every 10 minutes? Yes, please. Well, that was an easy choice. News 8 Plus. It puts the now in your day.
Do you have sewer problems hiding underground? Whether it's tree roots or common blockages, our video inspections not only detect what's causing the issue, but give you the video proof of what it is. Schedule your video inspection with us today.
Or for Claire, you might see some showers in the morning commute, maybe for a couple hours there afterwards. La Crosse, better shot as we go kind of later in the morning, but still both chances are very light. Any rain amounts would not amount to too much. We'll have some break in the afternoon, and then rain kind of comes back in, mainly for south of La Crosse as we go into Tuesday night, extending into early Wednesday morning. But notice the temperatures fairly comfortable, even cool-like until we get to the weekend. The temperatures come up and the dew points come up.
Yeah, it's inevitable though, right?
It's August. It's going to come back.
That's right. That'll do it for us at 5. Hope to see you back at 6.